So, Moochie, how did you feel about Raising Kanan season 3, episode number 8? Give me your overall feel, and then I'm gonna jump in certain areas to get your detailed feel.
All right, so let me just start off by saying that this season has been fire. And out
Fire.
of all the Power installments, not excluding OG Power, because I'm
Right.
out of all of the spinoffs, to me, this one is the most realistic and the best. This episode, they've been coming through hard every episode, even if stuff is getting a little leaked. But this season has been fire, and I'm loving it.
All day. All day in the A. So, Moochie, let me go ahead and take you right on over here to the first little thing that I want to discuss. My main man, Ray Kwam.
Wow, homie,
He
Quan.
has, well, he had a qualm with Rock because there's competition out on these streets and she ain't even got her business up and running. Moochie, how do you feel about the way he said, Rock, I need you to handle this business and make an example out of whoever this competition is?
I said the ish gonna hit the fan.
Uh-oh. No, you didn't. No, you didn't say that, did
The
you?
gonna hit the fan.
And did you feel like I felt like he was legit in his gripe. Most of the time when you see these criminals and drug lords and stuff like that, sometimes they can be like, I'm gonna kill you, blah, blah, blah. But he was very the best way to put it is he wasn't too overbearing in his request. He
Right.
just basically said, I just need you to get out there, handle your business. We still partners. Just make sure you take care of whoever this Southside competition is. Did you like the way he handled it, Moochie?
Yeah. And she's unbeknownst to her, it's her own damn child. Unbeknownst to her.
Like, wasn't that the crazy part?
Well,
Like,
yeah, I'm just like, what's gonna be her reaction? How is she gonna handle this?
right, exactly. Well, as we get to the reaction, Moochie, we figured out how she was going to react to it. Marvin kind of let her know. He hit her with a bug in her ear, and then he was sent to go get some information and do some dirty work, Moochie. So he went out on
Mhm.
these streets and figured out what the hell was going on. He comes back and reports to Rock, and then Rock basically had to give him a pep talk on how they need to get this money. How did you like the sequence of Marvin figuring out who it was, getting pep talk by Rock about getting this money, and just his overall arc in the story?
I want to say he already kind of knew, but he needed confirmation, and him yanking that dude off the moped was the confirmation that he needed.
Yeah, that's what he needed. Exactly what he needed. And how do you think he's feeling about Kanan right now? Because they've kind of seemed like they was tight for a little while, but now it's kind of like what is going on? How you think he's feeling about Kanan? You're on mute, Moochie.
I feel like he's like, this kid really doesn't know what he's getting involved with. And he even let the kid know on the scooter, like, yo, you messing with some big boy Tom with this.
That's right. That's right. That's right. It's almost as if Moochie, there, I don't even think Kanan has a soul about the situation right now because he done shot at his daddy. Look at the grimy stuff the mama has put him through. Like mentally, he's got to be fried. Emotionally, you can start to see him turning because of the way he kind of turned on Famous, his homeboy. Now, there's still some soul left in there because when Ronnie was getting on Famous, you could see that Kanan was kind of looking like, man, don't be too hard on him. But you could see the heel turn in Kanan. And so Moochie, do you think that they're going to end the storyline with Kanan and Ronnie this season, or are they going to drag this out to next season? You're on mute.
I want to see him going. If that, I'm looking at a mother's point of view, and
Right.
she really gonna go for the juggler with this with Ronnie.
Mm.
But you keep in mind, this is something that she's gonna do with her hands don't get dirty
Mhm.
I'm just I want to see how this transpires. Or it could go left. Like how it went last season with Juliana and how she ended up losing that whole had to walk away from that connect.
Yeah, you know what? We about to talk about Juliana dead ass in a minute, but before we get there, how did you like this meeting when Rock walked up into the spot with snaps, crackles, and pops? Talk to me about this, Moochie.
I loved every minute of it from the moment that she walked in from her strut. Her strut was
Mm,
saying she meant business and she was sexy doing it. Her
look,
outfits this
Moochie,
episode was on point alone.
Moochie, that strut told me something else.
What it told you. What it told
It told me dinner time.
you.
But anyway, go ahead, Moochie.
But I just I like the back and forth with them.
Mm-hmm.
And it seemed like they felt like they was gonna try to take her down a peg or two, but
Right.
she stood 10 toes in it and let them know, like, I'm not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's a threat to them.
Definitely. I still kind of feel like Pops over here could see some camaraderie teaming up with her. I still kind of feel that way because she gave her this look, and that look wasn't one of "I hate you, I
Mm-mm.
don't want to deal." That was kind
No.
of look like, "Girl, join us."
That's a look of admiration to me. Now,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
ask you this. Do you see them
Mhm.
two, her and Rock working together?
You know I do. You know I believe that there's probably some dissension in her soul towards Snaps,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe she would like to venture out somewhere else. You know that there's, like I said, there's no love life in their bedroom. They strictly business bedfellows, and I think that a part of her would like to have a situation where she can get her rocks off, as well as get her voice heard in the business a little bit more than often. I can see that. I can see that.
I would like to see them together. Look, once she heard about how Rock was messing around with Unique, she was intrigued already. Her interest was peaked. She want a young buck too. She want a
Yeah,
young buck
you seen the
too.
way she running around there asking Ronnie about past girlfriends and current girlfriends and what may have
Mm-hmm.
you. Moochie, at the end of the day, we just got to say what got to be said.
Look, Rock
Moochie,
might have to sick one of her brothers on her to get it right. You know what I'm saying?
that's what this she needs. She need them panty draws beat up. She need the
Yeah.
dust knocked off them panty draws, and that's what she's asking for, and she's probably gonna get it. Now, how you feel about this, Moochie? This was the scene where Crystal sent these girls out here to attack Jukebox. And the girls got their ass beat, and Jukebox still made it on the train. She got to work a little late, but when she showed up, she could have been rah-rah, but she wasn't. She kept it professional because she sees her eyes is on the prize. How did you like the way Jukebox handled this situation?
I loved it. I was glad she beat the brakes off of them girls. She was kicking them and all that. And they got a couple of hits in, but it was all good. And you see how people was minding their business on the platform?
Yep. You said it. You said it. You said it. And then didn't nobody go to the payphone, make no phone call. They just act like won't nothing going on there.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that I really like that Juke did, even though she was professional, she still got in that girl ear and said, "I beat the hell out of your little hit women."
Yeah. But to me, let me ask you this, Lamont. I feel like the manager, she knew something happened. She seen Jukebox face. Uh, and she already said it's three girls doing their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see how it transpires with them being on stage performing in front of people, and what's gonna be the thing that ends this group.
Because you know it's going to be something that's going to end the group. You know it.
Right.
Like we don't know what that thing is, but we know something is going to end the group we know as Butter. Butter got that love. Now, folks, y'all about to see me make Moochie real mad. Hell, Moochie might be so tearful she might have to take a break from this video. All I'm gonna do is put the picture up here.
Oh, look, I got something for you too. I got something for you too. But you let me know when we could get to it. I'll put it in the private
Moochie,
chat.
Moochie, you don't have nothing for me because everything you got, I already got.
All right,
Because
I kind of figured it
these
came to
people,
my attention last night. So
Moochie, these people gave me what you talking about last week. I just decided to wait till today so that we can present it together. But anyway, Lulu, the ladies love Lulu. Just like I said, Moochie, something happened and somebody was trying to rob this boy as he was peeing in that spot. That's a pee spot. Drunk as a skunk, and he pulled out his gun to scare him. Those dudes really weren't no criminals, okay? They ran too scared, too quick, too shook, and he scared them. Moochie, how was you feeling when you saw the scene? What was you worried about when this happened to Lulu?
Well, I was worried about him getting taken out because he was like staggering, he all messed up. But nobody brings a knife to a hammer fight. You know what I'm saying? I can't say the NUG, but so the nug, I can't say it forward, but nobody wants a ham. Nobody wants they wasn't prepared for Lulu. He's about that. Let them know too. Even though he scared them enough to scare them off. But when I saw this scenario the first time, like when we did the breakdown, I was like,
yeah,
my thing. I was like, yo, I hope this ain't Ronnie coming at Lulu. I hope this ain't Ronnie coming at Lulu. That was my thought.
People, this is what I said when I saw it. I was like, man, can't y'all let a man who y'all see clearly is drunk pee? Dude, can't y'all let a grown-ass man pee? And fellas, you know how good it feel to be peeing outside when it's cold anyway. And you mean to tell me y'all just happened to look at this dude who just minding his business in the alley and he just looked right for the taking? Moochie, I wish Lulu would have shot somebody. I do. Now, that wouldn't have helped the character because he's already going through so much mental turmoil. But I wish he would have shot the guy that pulled the knife out on him because this man won't bothering y'all. He over there minding his business, and here y'all come wanting to disturb him and then try to be a bully until the bully got hammered, literally.
They thought he was an easy target, Lamont.
Yeah. Effers. So we get that with Lulu. Then we see this. Lulu came to Rock House drunk by itself. And, he's pleading with Rock. And eventually Rock get Marvin over there. And they was like, we got to keep him in the crib. And that's how the mama came into the story, Moochie. The mama was paid by Rock to keep an eye on Lulu, of which her ass didn't, which is how Lulu got to this point. So, Moochie, talk to me about this. What was the point in the mama? Why was like what? Yeah. And did you see that trash cooking she cooked?
Yeah. Did you see that cremated toast?
Oh my God, my dog wouldn't eat that toast, ladies and gentlemen. And Donatello would eat anything. That cooking was so bad, roaches wouldn't even mess with that shit. That was smart. Did you see her eggs, Moochie? Good black folks don't eat our eggs running. Her eggs looked like they was running in the Kentucky Derby. Don't nobody eat no eggs like that. Ew. God almighty. Yeah. Nasty. So is that the end of the Mama Moochie? Like, do we need to see the mama anymore?
I don't think we should see her anymore. She's trash. And we're seeing why Lulu is the way he is. And it's like, basically, Rock is like his mother. Yeah. Rock raised him. That's why she was able to get into him psychologically. She was able to get into his head from that last thing she said. When she said, I own you, that really broke him.
Right. What is going to be the catalyst, Moochie, to get Lulu out of this funk? He needs something to, number one, get him out of this funk. And he also needs something to get him from underneath the thumb of Rock. Do you think Rock is going to do something to help the brother out? Or do you think Lulu is going to have to find another way to get out of this funk he's in?
I'm hoping that Marvin is able to diffuse everything.
How he going to do that from jail, Moochie? Because he going to jail.
Look, if in a perfect world, I would say let him and Marvin run away into the sunset and come back later. come back a couple of
Okay.
years later. Let them be on the run and stuff. And I would want them to be on the run for a while. And we show snippets, and then you know, but it's not going to happen that way. It looked like Marvin's going to get a whole lot of time, and Detective Howard is prepared to throw Marvin under the bus. He don't even know, and I think that's gonna make that it could go bad.
Exactly. And ladies and gentlemen, stand by because me and Moochie have some exclusive insights to episode 9 coming when we done with this little quick recap. So Moochie, we all got what we wanted. You know, when everybody on Power, when they about to kill somebody, they've got a certain way they set up their outfit. Okay. Raq got her hair slicked back, got the hoops knocking, and then she put on her little tiny snow throwing gloves, and she go throw some haymakers with the hammer. Did you enjoy the way she took care of that business with Juliana, or did you want more?
I liked it because you know what I liked the best about it when she took the hammer and twisted it in that little wound in the leg, and her whole monologue, where she was like, I never forget. Like First of all, she said she usually don't circle back. Remember, she had that conversation with Panessa.
Right.
But then with this, she said, when I mess up, of course she gonna circle back and correct things. And from the moment this episode started, she sat with what she did, with what happened with what's going on. And a lot of stuff is bothering her, the way things is happening in her life now. She doesn't like what's going on between her and Lulu. She was trying to fix it, but he just doesn't like her as a person. And as far as what her son is going on, she's losing control of her son, and she knows it, and she's trying to figure out how to get things back in order. And to me, right now, you remember how Tasha ended up showing Tariq how to cook the rock, and how she did it too? Once she did that, that set everything off for his career and his path of what he's doing. So now, look, you want to try to reel him back in and let him work under you and let him and try to have some sort of control over it, because at this point, you already know that he's not gonna leave the game alone.
Nope, he's done. He's through with the game, that's for sure. But we'll see. The drama unfolds as we watch how it goes. Last thing about this episode, Moochie, I sat here and told y'all, I broke this down for y'all last Thursday. I said to myself, no way he's messing with Raq. No way he is messing with Jukebox. I said, it's got to be someone else that's a female. I didn't think it was a mama, but a person that has been a thorn in their side was a social worker. So, Moochie, the question is, what did Ronnie tell that social worker that's going to not make her a problem? Because me personally, I think she's still going to be a problem, Moochie.
Stay away, we got work. I got work to do. You messing with my work. You gotta keep his picture up. You won't be hearing from her no more. Because we got work to do.
Well, what you say to her? What you say to her, man? What you say to her? The fuck you say to her, Ronnie?
You like, what the fuck you say to her, Ronnie? What you say? You know,
what you
I don't want my mother coming back to say nothing to me.
Exactly. So what you say?
Because you know my mother.
So Moochie, is that the end of the social worker, or are we gonna see her again?
Man, why she ain't about face and run back in there 10, it's probably 10 steps to the next officer she might see where she was walking out of. This point, I didn't understand why you ran away from the building instead of in the building. But that's what I'm surprised about. They should have been coming to put the silver bracelets on Ronnie just for GP for threatening her.
Yeah. Now, of course, Moochie, that was all for TV. because had that been the Karen of this generation, her ass literally would have slapped him, ran right in the building and put a mark on her face and said he hit her right there on the street.
I'm reporting you.
Yeah. So Moochie, I do believe we have not seen the last of that Karen. She is going to pop back up somehow, some way, and be a problem, hopefully just for Ronnie. Hopefully. But if she becomes a problem for Ronnie, that ultimately is a problem for Kanan. So we'll see. Post your comments, y'all. Let us know what you thought about episode 8.